Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Case of the Golden Idol. Last time out, it was the intoxicating dinner party. Took the whole episode. Chapter 4, or Chapter 5 rather, was definitely more complicated than the previous. Let's see what happens with the explosive events in the forest cabin. First, though, what do these eyes give us? Ah, right, the eyes tell us the story. Okay, because I've seen the mermaid, of course. But, yes. Okay, on to Chapter 6. The Cursed Inheritance. The explosive events in the forest cabin. What do we have? We have Burkham Workhouse. Henchman for hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker, Oakwood gang brawler robber. Hardy Abe, Burkham Workhouse brawler, has a cart. Little Billy, Hobbs gang burglar, enters through chimneys. Jack Nails, Timberbrook Inn, burglar, picklock. We have here a box of confectionery. And we have a page of hats. What do we have? Ooh! There is someone who has met an untimely end. Here we have a scarecrow and a gentleman. This looks like the man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. This looks like Edmund Cloudley's footman. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for you a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. Got some shillings and some sixpence. Got a key and he's got a gun. It's loaded, though. He hasn't fired it. The scarecrow is in a wooden coffin. So they're going to replace the body with a scarecrow, presumably. Ah, by the gods, what was that? Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. Walter Keane. The infamous gentleman robber, Walter Keane, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. So is this Walter Keane here? The mask fits, but he has a different hat. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady and left. This is already the 5th robbery by the infamous gentleman, who, as his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. The reward for catching Walter Keane has been increased to £100. £100 is an absurd amount of money. Bear in mind from the previous chapter, a maid is on an annual salary of about £4. Go, coin, go! Rah! Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Mr. David Goran, you're in charge of all the security and arms. Miss Lucia Smith, that's the lady in this room, you will taste any food you cook before it's presented to me. Little Pip, you are in charge of the Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. Edmund Cloudsley. And this gentleman, ring with a ruby, a wrapped piece of confectionery, a loaded pistol again, and a sword. Wow. Okay, these guys have not had a good time, clearly. So, this was a bar through the door. Yes, okay, right. It's been... I don't want to say sliced through. It doesn't quite look... I mean, maybe sliced through. It's been, like, crowbarred open. A club. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday, in the Timberbrook Inn and bring your tools. You get your share as we agreed. WK. Set of lockpicks, a saw, and a loaded pistol. There was one chap who was described as a lockpicker. A small weight is tied to a pull-down lever at the back of the idol. A rotten apple and a green apple. Ha! Vacuum. This clue's been added to the thinking panel. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Vacuum V2. Attempted with this input, and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Gold filtering. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship in the open sea. First step, get gold by aiming at the target. Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. So it's like a gold teleport device. Effect unknown 14. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. Spontaneous combustion. We've seen this one. You cannot combust the target if you've not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I've performed the curve before it. That's the freezing curve, I guess. Observation. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and the glass shards flew everywhere. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If its eye is red, it is ready for hook input, and it will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform hook dot input, and it will turn red afterwards. So combustion is hook, and freezing is hook dot. Yeah. So it kind of looks like it's a sort of increase entropy, decrease entropy kind of situation, I suppose. But okay. And a loaded pistol, once again. That is 33 of 34, so we've missed one. Ah, here's. It's a shard of a vase. So, who do we have? Lucia Smith. We recognise, of course, and the unfortunate dead body in this room is David Goran. This looks like the Highwayman. Here we have Edmund Cloudsley cowering in the trunk. Ah, this is saying that you can get either of those in there. Yes, interesting. Okay, I think we could solve those. That's okay. So let's work on the people first. So we've got. Oh, is that going to be Little Pip? I guess that's Little Pip. Yep, here's Little Pip. That's... Now he's shouting, "Go, coin, go." He's golden doubloon. Yeah, the dog is golden doubloon. Now, coming out here... Jack Nails is the picklock. So that's Jack Nails. And so that means this guy must be Hardy Abe. This guy must be Hardy Abe. Because he's got the cart with him. The other two, right, Oakwood Gang, he's a brawler robber, and Little Billy, like, we clearly don't have a burglar here. Now this chap, Walter Keane, hopefully gives us all of the people. Perfect. Now, I have a feeling that the hook is increase and the hook dot is decrease. Okay. Vacuum, vacuum. This is increase something. We're looking at spontaneous combustion and freezing. So these symbols together mean heat. Okay. But it's like object. After I entered the vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. It was an obvious mistake. This one, attempted with this input, it was a definite improvement. Decreased the amount of air, but did not create a complete vacuum. So I think that one is air. That's probably air. This is like object then. Matter. Matter. And then this one will be heat. And so then this last one, is this just gold? Hey, nice, okay. We're doing alright there. So then what happened? Someone needed a something. Something, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin or corpse. Let's move these around. Okay. Winter and her entered the room that exploded and killed them both. Right, so the vase exploded. And the two people that entered the room were Hardy Abe and Jack Nails. Okay. Now I think it was a sealed vase and they are increasing the amount of air in a sealed vase. And presumably the person that did that was going to be Edmund Cloudsley. He's the only other person in the room. So, I think it's Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. And a coffin got delivered. So, Walter Keane, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, now, actually, so what actually then happened to Well, he's breathing, but he's lost consciousness. I think he's been clubbed. Right? And so it's David Goran got clubbed. And the guy that did the clubbing, probably this chap. Yeah? So that is Hardy Abe. Hey! First time. Okay. The scroll has been fulfilled, no hints accessed. To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudsley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keane pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants, and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were sawing through the lock, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed 2 of the intruders. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master, Lord Edmund Cloudsley, got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died, bless his soul. The strange practices of a secret society. The Ascent, Chapter 3, The Strange Practices of a Secret Society. Oh, this clue's been added to the thinking panel. Who is this, then? The tattoo depicts a hand and an eye. What do we have? We have a loaded gun. We have a coil of rope. A pocket watch to David Goran for reliable service from Edmund Cloudsley. David, the gathering will be on March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume. Grab rope and weapons. WK. What time is it? 3:30. Ash Blair, finest tobacco. It's a dagger and a shabby formal coat. Does this look like David Goran, though? We've got a hat here, a very fashionable hat. This isn't David Goran at all. This is the Highwayman. I think. Hang on, wait. Yeah. Doesn't really look anything like him. This chap. Could it be him? Let's not jump to any conclusions. Okay. Up here, we've got 2 sets of footprints. One person in dress shoes, the other person in flats. We've got a flat set of footprints. So... right. Ah, wait. Aha, our mysterious person is being dragged. The 2 sets of footprints both left. Interesting. This clue's been added to the thinking panel. We've got the dark hands, the proud beasts, and the water snakes. Brothers wear masks appropriate to their house. Brothers wear robes appropriate to their rank. Master, steward, and initiate. Masters, I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic and with great resolve punish the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in a remote hunting cabin. But the devil had prepared a treacherous trap and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends as we entered his study. Yeah, Walter Keane. Thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast, only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey assassin warrior David Goran and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. After an hour of fight, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. I discovered the enemy's dead body slain by a trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. I am forced to go into hiding because the government's watchmen are tracking me. Once I have recovered from my deadly wounds and shaken off the watchmen, I will send you the next report. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keane. Here we have Masters. This is October 20th, 89. Really? So this is nearly 10 months later. I must apologise 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valour that cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. The government dogs and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. There I finally bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hurst, a young resourceful gentleman whom I met in a remote manner one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the villains, but he turned out to be well versed in the arcane arts. Of course, not yet close to your skills. I have finally recovered and plan to return to Albion. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the Order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keane. And then, January 1790. Illuminated Masters, I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. I submit that our dark-hand brother Walter Keane, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. I am certain that on dispatching our enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologise personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood. Sir Geoffrey Sinclair. Oh dear. Someone's had a bad afternoon. Oh, and we've got more people down here. Right. We've got 1, a man with a house. 2, a man eating stew. 3, a fish in a house. 4, a man in summer and winter. We have Inception, Evaluation, Transition, Admission. You must endure the tests administered by Proud Beast Steward. Endure the tests administered by Dark Hand Steward or Master. Ah, here we go. Water Snake Master or any Master. I have signalled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. Prepare to receive what you have earned. Brother. A member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. This is February 1790, so this is after the last letter that we read previously. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we've decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If the brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14th and fulfill your role in the rites of the Brotherhood, Council of Masters. A ruby ring in his pocket. A ruby ring on his finger. So we have an eye and we have the beast. Okay. There's some things to be thinking about. As far as this chap goes, this looks very much like Walter Keane. Does it not? That to me looks like Walter Keane. This, I'm not sure who he is. I mean, he's a Dark Hand steward, right? You can be a steward. Oh, no. He's a Dark Hand initiate, even. Okay. Drank. Done when an accuser has challenged a defender. Both drinkers must be barefoot. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, including deadly poison. Add substance to one of the cups. Defender chooses first. Accuser chooses the remaining. Both partake. So one of these two... Right, no, okay. This isn't Walter Keane then. If this is admission and this is defense, this must be Lazarus Hurst. One of these two is then Walter Keane. The Griffin has spoken. The man in the mask is not breathing. Two cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine, but are almost empty. Ritual of squabble. Ritual of conflict. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. The sword must be borne by any Dark Hand. Required decorations of the hall, the Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. Or the ritual of conflict. The accuser must deeply hate the defender, the sword must be borne by any initiate, and what you need is the never-tiring teacher, the keeper of treasures, and the mirror of souls. Or there's dispute or... wow, okay. So wait, so what do we have? We have a key, we have the Grim Reaper. So we have the Grim Reaper. The Keeper of Treasures is a key. What are the other things we have? So the Keeper of Treasures is a key, right? The never-tiring teacher. The speaker to the blind. The feeder of mouths. The mirror of the soul. I don't think it's either of these. It feels like it's one of these two. Dispute or discord. So we've got the ring. We've got. I feel like the Keeper of Treasures is the key. Oh, we've got little blue tassels on all of these, right? So it's what would a book be? The never-tiring teacher. So it's the ritual of dispute. So it was dispute. So someone was challenged. It's actually Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, along with someone, ambushed someone. Ah. So, someone posing as with a blank, which blank had no blank. Interesting. The Griffin has spoken. A silver tankard with some red wine in it. A tray with a small vial of unknown substance. Let us await the results from the chamber below. This is your ceremonial sword, and here you have a ceremonial scepter. That's all 31 of the clues to be found. Okay. Now, what can we say? Only stewards or higher can be defender or accuser. The scepter must be borne by water snake master. Okay, so this is water snake master. They wear masks appropriate to their house. They wear robes appropriate to their rank. So these two are masters. So masters is the white robes. Ah, perfect. So you are water snake master. Yeah, dispute ritual. Only stewards or higher can be defender or accuser. So if these two are stewards, these two must be initiates. Right? In which case this one must be a steward. And I'm guessing if he's a steward... Now, just thinking actually, this chap in the bushes here... A clean new coat. So we've got a red coat, a red shabby formal coat, and a clean new coat. Right, okay. So he's a dark hand initiate. There we go. Okay, fine. Ambushed. Well, it must have been ambushed dark hand initiate. So Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, along with Lazarus Hurst, ambushed dark hand initiate. Ah, so maybe this isn't Lazarus Hurst down here. This must be signalled to... So, A, posing as B, signalled to C with a... something which had no poison, right? Someone drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile, this person passed the something ritual to become... Right. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Now... Ah, the masks. The masks. The masks. Oh, do you know what we've got here? Master. What did we say that was? Steward. And initiate. No, sorry. That's initiate. Steward is the green one. We know that water snake is you. And I'm pretty sure, given that he's got the beast, poker, that's going to be proud beast. and your Dark Hand, right? Because he's the guy that got jumped. So, what next from there then? Oh, this is the ritual of dispute. This steward here is the Proud Beast steward. Is this Lazarus Hurst then? Or, do you know what? This might be Jeffrey Sinclair. I have a feeling Lazarus Hurst, maybe. Because what you've done is you've stolen from the initiates. You've stolen an outfit from the initiates, so he's posing as one of them. Now he's a Dark Hand initiate, which means he must be this guy, right? So is that Lazarus Hurst? And this is Walter Keane. So that's a Water Snake initiate. That's Proud Beast Master. And, well, this chap here is, Water Snake Steward. Oh, we're not quite right. Well, it's not literally Jeffrey Sinclair, is it? Two or fewer are incorrect. I mean, I don't think that's... Yeah, I mean, you can take either, right? Jeffrey Initiate. Oh, wait, hang on. I've got Jeffrey Sinclair in both. Sorry, hang on. Walter Keane. No, Lazarus Hurst was my thinking on this one. Oh, right, no. Oh, okay. So it must be this name that's incorrect. Walter Keane didn't break in with David Goran, did he? Oh, he did, right. Walter Keane and David Goran went in. So this one must be Lazarus Hurst, then. Meaning that this down here is the ritual of... Well, so this is a Proud Beast steward. So that can be this one. No, he's not Dark Hand. He's not Water Snake. And this is... No, so it must be Inception here. Great. So... Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, along with David Goran, ambushed Dark Hand Initiate. David Goran, posing as Dark Hand Initiate, signalled to Walter Keane with a tankard, I guess. Yeah, with a tankard, Which cup had no poison? Jeffrey Sinclair drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile, Lazarus Hurst passed the Inception ritual to become... good question. What did he become? Well, if he's the same as Walter, he'll be Dark Hand Initiate, I guess. Ah, shoot. I've signalled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. He will join our ranks, but it's not clear which one he'll be. Is he Dark Hand, Water Snake, or... Oh, well, this guy's Proud Beast, so he might be Proud Beast. He is. Okay. The scroll has been fulfilled. After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walt conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. They captured a Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual of dispute he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose the safe cup, and his opponent drank the poison and died. Up to Chapter 8. The Ascent, the crowning celebration by the lighthouse. So what do we have? 31 clues. We have a box with rules and history. Griffin Rebirth. The one who claims to be Griffin Reborn must perform a miracle. If someone repeats the miracle, it is proven that it was not a miracle, but mere magic. Claimant is punished with death. If no one can repeat the miracle, the masks fall. Claimant is crowned as Griffin Reborn. Chronicles of Griffin Rebirth. In 1725, the first Darkhand Lord Harrington demonstrated flying, jumped off a cliff to his death. In 1756, Proud Beast Master Lord Pledsley performed a seance talking to the spirits. Lord Angus MacBain repeated the miracle, proving him unworthy. In 1764, Darkhand Master Lord Jones demonstrated the creation of a homunculus. Lord Angus MacBain produced a homunculus as well. Man, Angus MacBain. In 1771, Proud Beast Master Lord White carried out the hypnosis of a servant. Lord Angus MacBain hypnotized the same man as well. Oof. Okay, who's Angus MacBain then? Probably you. Water Snake Master. Lately, I have experienced disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. Are you the source of this with your magic? Desist immediately and know that when pushed, my rage is absolute. Do not toy with the well-being of the Empire's general, for I do not tolerate being attacked. In many voyages, I have learned the dark arts too. If need be, I will summon 1,000 invisible demons to crush your bones. From the Proud Beast Master. Dear friend, it is not so simple for me to set you a seat along me on the court of directors at the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you to stop obsessing over it. It will only unbalance your humours. Let us discuss alternatives at the next party at Kensington Palace. Both his legs appear to be broken. His arm appears to be broken. Not unusual for someone who's fallen from a great height. The man is not breathing and has a severe wound at the back of his head. The door is locked from the inside. Right, we've got some footprints here. A set of heavy wooden oars. 5 strange-looking masks. 2 proud beasts, 2 dark hands, and 1 water snake. That was an actual miracle, unbelievable. So there is a griffin reborn. It is a heavy seal of the number 7. We know this chap. Kneel before Griffin Reborn and make ready. I will lead you, brothers, to great many changes. Aha, miracle preparation. After reduce something as input, I think it's reduce air, isn't it? Aim at the sky, press the lever to maximum position, hold for at least 10 seconds. At this point, the idol should be full enough to perform the miracle once. Miracle hypothesis. The water works better, but the effect is not as convincing. Therefore, increase air. Main challenge is ensuring my balance whilst holding the idol. Practice is paramount. Safety notice. Aha. More shoes. We've got spurs on this chap. And thus Griffin Reborn revealed himself to his brothers by demonstrating a true miracle. It's a silver crown with gems. Here, I brought back your staff, O Griffin Reborn. Again, a lot of hats. Dear Master McBain, these threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Being an honest soul, I have no choice but to comply with your base demands. I may have invited Lazarus into our brotherhood, but he has not shared all his secrets with me. Luckily, I had an opportunity to see him practicing his miracle. He has a magical artifact hidden in his cane. When performing the miracle, he input the following glyphs. Then he presses a small lever on the handle of the cane that grants him the powers to demonstrate the miracle. I have no doubt that the staff will work just as well in your hands as his. From the Dark Hand Steward. Yes, I see. The golden idol is enclosed within the handle of an ornamental cane. I see. So the bottom part of that staff is over here. A golden snuff box filled with opium. So I have a feeling that this is McBain. And he attempted to recreate the miracle, but because of his lack of practice, he fell, breaking the staff on his way down. And thus, one of these chaps. He has been declared as the Griffin Reborn. This is Lazarus. What an honor to experience such a historical event. Pocket watch, a ruby ring. Protocol in an attempt to demonstrate a miracle. Location, the lighthouse on Gull Islet near the Horn of Codhead at noon. Present, Angus McBain, Alistair Koch, James Turner, Walter Keane, Lazarus Hurst. In charge of notes, Mr. Nicholas Maker. Dear Water Snake Brother Maker, as the director of the Seven Seas Trading Company, I do not assess work applications. Please go through the official channels so my staff can evaluate your credentials as an attorney. Dark Hand Master J.T., who would be James Turner. Dr. James Turner. By guarding the lighthouse, you guard the Empire. General Alistair Koch. And here we have a trapdoor that connects the staircase to the top of the lighthouse. Not locked. Okay, well, there we go. Well, my friends, before we start solving this, I'm afraid we're out of time for this episode. But join us next time, where we will be unpicking this latest chapter and seeing if our guesses are correct. My thinking is that old Lazarus here has proven himself the Griffin. This is McBain, famed for replicating miracles throughout the ages, broke the staff on his way down. Let's see if we're right next week. If you enjoyed this episode of The Case of the Golden Idol, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next week. Bye for now.